Like I said before, today's class is the first introduction we are on in the advanced class, and we'll be talking about the basic market structure. Now, what's the basic market structure? First of all, market structure entirely is the way the market moves, all right? It's the movement of the market. These candles you see, the highs and the lows, when they're going up, when they're coming down, they are all called market structure. Now, everything you're supposed to know about market structure is absolutely very simple, but it is very problematic, which means that if you don't know about it, you are just trading nothing. All right. Market structure is extremely important in any market at all. That's why we said that the strategy works in every market, because it is the footprint of the market. It is what makes the market goes up, come down. They are all market structure. It can work in any market at all. All right, can work anywhere, any market, say synthetic, forex, commodities, just name it. Fine. Now, what is this market structure? Now, the market structure is the foundation of the market. One wants to say that we're building a house, and then what's the foundation? All right. I know Stephen must have explained all of this to you. I just want to like talk about it before we continue. Now, we have the higher highs and the higher lows, and the lower highs and the lower lows. Now, in an uptrend, what is called an uptrend? And when the market is going up, it is called an uptrend. And when the market is coming down, it is called a downtrend. As simple as that. For those that have not joined the class, please tell them to use their basic class link. Thank you. So we have the uptrend and we have the downtrend. Now, the uptrend is made up of higher highs and higher lows. We have the higher high and we have the higher low. We have the higher high and we have the higher low. Now, this is the foundation of the market. Without all of this, now a lot of people do not teach basic classes. Why? Because they don't want the stress of going deep into this. They don't want the stress of going deep into this, because if you don't pay attention, they feel like you should know this before coming, because one mistake, if you are not aware of this, ruins the whole analysis. So right now, anything you're doing, please leave that thing alone and focus on this class. Now we have the higher highs and the higher lows. Then we have what we call the weak high and the weak low. Then we have the strong high, the strong low. We have the weak high, the strong low. We have the strong high and a weak low. Now, first of all, let's deal with the uptrend before we come into the downtrend. So I'll be taking the downtrend out so we don't confuse ourselves. Now, this is the uptrend. Each time price breaks structure like this, that breaks the previous high, all right, it is said that the low that was created before that high was taken out. The low that was created the low that was created before the high. Now, this is the high and this is the low. Now, before this high gets taken out here, there is a low that broke that structure. So now, whenever a low breaks a high, that low is considered as strong. All right, it's called a strong low. And the high that got taken out is considered a weak high. Simple. It goes on and on. This is a strong low. A weak high. Same as this. a strong low, a weak high. Now, I'm going to explain again why. I'm going to explain again why this is a weak high and why these are strong lows. Now, this is a strong low because it took out this high. This is a strong low because it took out this high. This is a strong low because it took out this high. And now this is a weak high because it got taken out. This is a weak high because it got taken out. This is a weak high because it got taken out. And these people that took them out are considered as being strong. As simple as that. Now let's go to the sales. Steven has already explained all of this, I guess. I'm just making sure that we do a little revision on it before we proceed. So the same thing applies here. Now, in this particular context, the lows now are now weak. Now, these highs here are now strong. Before, in this one, these highs were weak because they got taken out. But this one, it's now the low that is weak because it's the low that got broken. Now, whenever these things happen, don't forget, they are being classified as break of structure. Whenever these things, this strong low, weak high thing happens, they are being classified as break of market structure or break of structure. Now, because it's the downtrend, this is now the weak low. Before, the lows were strong, but now they are weak. Why? Downtrend. Now, the highs become strong. Before, the highs were what? They were weak. But now they have power. Make sure you're writing. You can also draw diagram in your books. There's no big deal there. It's not bad. You just use it to learn. After a while, you outgrow it. Because they remain in your brain. Like now, I'm not even using a book to teach because why? It's stuck to my brain. So this is the strong high. This is the weak low because they got taken out. The same as this as well. So whenever this guy gets taken out, now this is entire thing that happened here is basic. All right. Now in the basic, it is said that once one strong low gets taken out, price should continue selling. In the basic, don't forget, in the basic, it is said that when one strong low gets taken out, like okay, let me use a strong point. I'm not going to say one strong low. I'll say when one strong point gets taken out. When one strong point gets taken out, it is said that price should continue in the opposite direction. Now, opposite, what's an opposite? High, up and down. Now, the opposite of uptrend is downtrend. So, if a strong low, a strong point gets taken out in an uptrend, the opposite of up is what? Down. And now, if we say that a strong point gets taken out, price should continue in the opposite direction. It means that in the basic, what they do is after one strong low gets taken out, price has to continue in this direction. Price has to continue in this direction. In the basic, that too for buys, for sales rather, because this buy. Now for sales as well, when one strong high gets taken out, there's a strong high here, let me put it so. When one strong high gets taken out in the basic, it's said that what all other strong highs should get taken out. They call it a change of character. When one gets taken out like this strong glow now becomes what? A change of character. Could be seen as CHOCH. A change of character. The same thing here. CHOCH. Change, CH, change, O of CH, character. Simple. Now, this is basic market structure. This is as simple as this: higher highs, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Change of character. A strong low gets taken out. Lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Simple. Weak, strong, weak, strong, weak, strong. Strong because it later broke here. Weak, strong, weak, weak, strong, weak, weak. That's all. Now we're going to go into the advanced because the basic has been taught, and I believe everyone,
Oh my God.
finally understands it. Who is saying the class is not holding? I don't know whether these people used to like see the announcements. People don't read. That's the problem. I don't know how these people. Anyway, let's continue. There are over
Pẹ̀lú
365 people
Francis,
here.
mute your
I
mic.
think this is not even up to the 50% of people that are supposed to be here because they are not checking the announcement group. Let's continue. Please tell them, for anyone that has not joined, please try to be your brother's keeper. Tell them to join with their old link. Kindly tell them to join with their old link. I can't even hear, and they see some people are not muting themselves. They say some people are not muting themselves. Why? Why are you all doing that? I don't think anybody can mute themselves again. Please stop that rubbish. Everybody, you can't be unmuting yourself in a class of people. Who are you? Let's continue. Now we'll be going to the advanced class, and I guess everybody is clarified with this because I'm trying to explain it in a very, very simple manner. All right. I don't know if I should do more practical example from the basic class, but the basic class is not all that because the main thing we'll be using is more of the advanced. Now let's go into the advanced. I'll be taking out these tools. I'll be taking it out. So we're going to the advanced. Now the advanced is actually almost like the basic, but we just had a little tweak on it. Not so much that should confuse you, but just a little that makes the market better than what everyone is doing out there. Now, for the advance, it's just simple. We still maintain the higher highs and higher lows, strong high, strong low, weak high, weak low. We still maintain all of that. The only thing that changed in the advance is that, unlike the basic, where we have just one strong point to get taken out, For us to have a change of character. For the advanced, it is 2. For the advanced, it is 2. Or like the basic where we have 1. Like if it was the basic, we would say that once this guy gets taken out, then we can start selling. But the advance, this second guy has to get taken out, and compulsorily he has to get taken out with the body of the candle. Compulsorily. Now, in market structure, we have uptrend, we have downtrend, and we have the ranging market. Now, the ranging market is the one that is neither going up or down. It's just within a circulated area. And the ranging market is the worst market a trader should trade in as an intraday trader. Like if you are using the 1 hour time frame, the ranging market is the worst market condition. And you can find the ranging market in January. Like, for example, take a very good look at this thing that happened. Um, Everything that happened here. This was when? This was Monday till Friday. The market only moved in this place here. And today is Monday. It has only moved within here. Now, this is not a good market condition. But if we check previous months before December, you see that when we're buying, there's uptrend, when we're selling. There's nothing like all these things. Though they were choppy markets, but then it was not as this. But I believe by February, everything should go back to normal. The holidays and everything, they're over already. We just need little more time for everything to go back. Now, this is ranging, neither going up or down. It's just within a particular area. All right. The same thing here, you can see the same thing that happened here. Now let's continue. Now the advanced, it has to be 2 break or structure, just 2. Now for now, you might be thinking, how would I know a valid break or structure? Just calm down. Um, for now, you might be wondering that how can you know a valid break or structure? Just calm down for now. You might not know. All right, you might not know until we have gotten to liquidity. Anyway, let's continue. So, but just understand what I'm teaching, but you might not know what the valid. We'll get to that. So just calm down. I'm trying to be very slow. I don't want to rush the class at all. I don't want to hear we're rushing the class. That's why this one or that one, no. Even if it takes us 30, 41 hour, I don't mind. All right. So now we need 2 laws to get taken out for us to know that yes, we are changing character to the opposite direction. If we were buying before, we start looking forward to selling. All right, as simple as that. Now we're going into the chart to check it out. So there's no difference between the advanced and basic aside this thing. Aside this thing I just said, there is no difference. So we're going to the chart to check it out right away. We'll be using August price action. Okay, I think this is okay. Uh, let's use from here. Now we're going to do, unfortunately, this is not like what we can all like say together. Even though I would have loved for us to say some things together by ourselves. Looking for a very good representative. Okay, I think we have this one here. All of these were, most of them were back testing. I was trying to check January price action last year. You can see it was a bit too choppy. You can see it was too choppy. I was doing it with one of my Paris students. We're trying to backtest January, this January last year. It was crazy, like the choppy market. So I can't actually wait for this month to be over because we need clean price action. Gold is known for volatility, and volatility is more like when it's buying, when it's selling. Not so much of these things that we're saying. So I need uh, okay. Let's use this. Now, for now, you might not know the qualities, like I said before, of the advanced the break of structure. So whatever I just mark, even if you don't understand it for now, be rest assured that you will understand it because I'm still going to explain it to you definitely. So that being said, let's proceed. Now let us take this as our last two valid break of structure, which it is. Let me change this to red. Now you can see this. Now, what did I say before? I said when two gets taken out with the body of the candle. Now, watch something that happened here. This right here is the week. So, until there was a body that came back, if you check well, this is where I kept this candle. This is where everything ended. Why? After they broke with this week, it was not a valid change of character until price came back and it broke with the body here. Until price came back and it broke the body here, which means that what this chain of character occurred with this candle that was the body. This all of these were just weak. When price breaks structure with the body of the candle, it is valid. When it breaks with the wick and no body yet, but if a body comes back and double crosses it like this, it is now valid. But without that, it is not valid. Now we have this valid reconstruction. Now, what do we expect? When this happens, we expect price to give us the opposite direction. And as you can see, it was selling until the last valid two got taken out, and then we had a change of character to the opposite direction. Change of what character, which means that the two strong points, which are the strong high, because this downtrend, strong high got taken out. So now we start looking for what? Buys. And we had break of structure, break of structure, break of structure. We have break of structure, yeah, okay. Yeah, we break of structure. Break of structure, yeah, swept it. You can see after that, what we just kept buying. Like it was just buys and buys and buys, swept it. You can see what I said. Now, if it was the basic packet structure, right? After this low here got taken out, what would we be looking for? Sorry, give me a minute. Sorry, I'm back. So like I said, if it was the basic market structure, after this low now that got taken out here, they would have said, okay, let's start selling. But no, it did not happen. After this low got taken out, you can see that the buy continued. But if it was this second low, because the second low is here, you might be wondering, why did I not count this one here? Okay, there's a valid one here. There's a valid one here. There's a valid one here. Okay, I just realized something. We have a valid low here. Fine. We have another one here. Oh my God. We have another one here. This red line, it's not very visible like that. So now we have one here, we have one here. So if it was like this one here that got taken out now, we'll say, okay, now after this one, I should be expecting price to like come here, like take some out, then I'll start selling. We start selling like this. But because why? It was just this point, because it was just this point now, we say, no, we can't sell here. Now, imagine that somebody was trying to sell after this guy got taken out using the basic market structure knowledge. Imagine somebody was using the basic market structure knowledge that after this low, you want to start selling. Hope everybody can hear me. Who are these people that are just making noise in this place? Now, if it was, would say that after this guy, the second guy, now we can start selling, but no, it was just the first guy. So you can see that the buy continued. So don't be deceived by one break of structure. Don't be deceived by one break of structure. It's always two in the advance. Now let's continue. And you can see that even here, okay, we had another one. Even here as well, the first guy got taken out too. But the sell come low. Why? Because this is not a valid change of character. And then we continue the buy regardless. This thing later book structure here. This book structure here. Then we had this. Now, you might be thinking that now this is what we call the fade external. We'll come to that anyway. Now you'll be wondering, okay, it took out this. It took out this. To you, if you want it to carry this to your own words, I don't even think he took it out, but you might take why do we not sell. When we get to a fade external, you understand. But with this, the buy still are still on. I see. It's just a good thing to trade a trending market. It's the best market opportunity anybody. You see all these people getting $10,000 payout, $20,000 payout, $15,000. It is this same knowledge, all right? Like they just have the patience to hold. Once you trade a trending market, let's assume that you got an entry around here. Hmm. What should I use? What should I use? What should I use? Looking for the best point to use. Okay. We got an entry here. Now imagine you held from this point down to wherever. That's a lot. But I think there are some rules now on profit that you can't hold on weekends because people are making so much profit holding trade from like this one is Wednesday. You are expected in that profit to close here, which is Friday. So yeah, so Friday is enough for you. Because some people are very, very wicked. Like what I did to one prop over 46,000 pounds. They could not even pay me. So I think that rule is not really beneficial to traders, but what can they do? So like I said, the buy continued on and on. And then let's get more examples. It's just two. Like the whole of this thing I'm explaining is just one thing. Steven has already done justice to this market structure. When this whole thing becomes very, very intense is where we go into the how to get an example of a valid break of structure, because this one now you're just looking at me. I'm just marking all these things. You don't know how. But what you know is that two strong points has to go, right? All you know is that two strong points has to go for us to know that, okay, we are changing character. That's all you know for now. Aside that, you have no knowledge about anything else. So let's we're stopping here. I don't know how you guys, whether you take live questions just inside the class. I don't know. I think I have to find out from Steven himself. But I actually don't like that because it distracts the class. That's why I kept it there for live questions, and then I am ever I'm ever active to answer your questions daily. Okay, let me just take at least 3 questions anyway, if there's any, just 3 questions. So if you have a question, just I don't know, do a thumb up and I'll unmute you. If you have a question, do a thumb up. Okay. Biggs, that your name? I've unmuted you.
Okay. Good evening, ma.
Do you have a
Can you
question?
hear me? Yes, I have a question. Can you hear me?
I don't know. I'm not even hearing anybody. I
Can
don't
can
know
you,
why.
can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. Yes.
Okay. So if market makes two lower lows, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, that's two break of structures on a downtrend, and then changes character by breaking the breaking the second BOS from the lower low.
Sorry,
That's
can you
causing a
come
change of
again?
character.
Can you come again? Sorry.
Okay. If market makes a lower low,
Eh,
lower low, that's two break of structures to the downside.
Calm down. Let me illustrate it practically. If market creates a two lower lows,
Yes.
is it
And then
okay? Oh, don't worry,
and
proceed.
then there is a spike now that broke the first and second stretch.
Like this, a spike like this.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. So do you call this last point the low before the spike? Do you call it as your a higher low or something?
Okay, you mean
Do you call it
this
your higher low?
this right?
Yeah,
This
because
right?
it's too long. Yes,
Okay,
yes.
what is it called? That's what you mean.
Yeah.
It is a strong low.
Okay.
Yes, it is a strong low. As a matter of fact, it took out these two lows. It is a strong low. It's the engineered PowerPoint of this change of character. So this is a very strong low. The only thing is that if it was like we're at the end of the class, I would have called this an inducement liquidity. What do I mean? This is a strong low, but it's a liquidity, which means that if you buy from this place, you will get taken out. The difference between a point being a strong low and being a POI for entry. Don't worry, we'll get to that. A place can be a strong point, but you are not expected to enter from there. This is an example of that kind of place.
All right, ma. Thank you.
So if you have another person, you have a question, just give a thumb up. I don't say you should raise up your hand, just give a thumb up, like a like. Because a lot of people's hands are already up, so I will distinguish you by you giving a like. Okay, Fabian Ojuku. Okay, let's have you. Kindly unmute yourself, Fabian.
Okay, good evening, ma.
Good evening, Fabian.
Yeah. Okay, please, something I want to know about um higher highs and higher low. At
Okay.
times, I used to get confused on which is like a particular pullback that is like the correct one, because at times there are smaller pullbacks, there are bigger ones. So is it all pullbacks
That's
that
what I'm saying now.
risk?
You will not understand for now because we have not gone into the qualities of a proper break or structure. Do you
Okay,
understand? Yes. When we go into that,
okay,
that you understand. That's why I said for now, just take the little information I drop because I have not gone deeper into it. If I do, it will get confusing. This is just the first day of today's class.
okay, no problem. Thank you.
You're welcome. The next person just give a thumbs up and I will call you. Okay. We have Vincent. Let's have you.
Hello, sorry, good evening. Hello?
I can hear you. Good evening. I can hear you.
Okay, so my question is this the stuff that you already draw from there, that after he broke the disruption, when he broke the inducement, and then if the market retraced.
Did I mention anything about inducement now? Like I just said,
Sorry. Okay, just wait, sorry. After he broke the first structure, if the market retraced before like going to the second one, if you're like marking it to the uptrend, do you like mark the retracement as your lower high?
what retracement are you talking about? Are you talking about anything that happens inside
No,
here
no, no.
before it broke
Just like,
structure?
sorry, come to this your last drawing that I just did. Okay,
Okay,
this particular. Go to the ending, the last one.
this
You know,
one.
it was like coming down. It was
Yeah,
coming down before
yeah.
like it went up. So the one that went up to like break the first and the second one.
Okay, this one.
Yeah, after it broke the first one,
Mm-hmm.
if it retrace back and then break the second one, do you like mark a
You know that this
come
person
back
that asked the previous question before, you mean if it happens like this, right?
and then go, yeah. Do you like call the retracements like a lower, or do you just like mark it straight when you're marking your?
If it fits the quality of a proper break or structure, then this is first strongly or this second strongly. You know the person that asked before in his own question, he said if it happens straight up like this, that's why the diagram was like that. So in your
Yeah.
own question now, if this one here fits the characteristics of a proper break or structure, then this will be seen as break or structure one, strong low two, change of character, simple.
All right, thank you.
No problem. The last question, let's take it from anybody. Just give a thumbs up. Um, Energy. Let's hear from you.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Okay. You were saying something about the break of structure. Please, can you recap?
I was saying something. I said a lot of things about break or structure. Which of them are you asking?
That it must break two structure for it to be valid. So I'm not seeing it in the chat.
Are you just coming? Be honest with yourself.
Yes.
What you are doing to this class, is it fair?
No, my network is not strong.
Okay. So what I said was that in the basic, it has to be one strong point that has to get taken out. But in the advance, it has to be two. For example, now I gave example with this thing here. I said, if you look very well, following the basic, after this low get taken out, now people will start looking forward to sell. But no, in the advance, this second low is supposed to get taken out first before we start selling. And you can see that there was no sell here because why? This did not hold. This guy was not taken out, so there was no sell. Taking out this guy does not opt out to be a sell. No. It has to be two. That was what I
Okay.
was explaining. Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Let me take one more person anyway. Just give a thumbs up. Justin, can I hear you?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, can hear you.
Okay, I've got a picture representation of my question. Can I send it to the general chat so you can look at it?
Okay, proceed.
Okay, give me a
Okay.
second. So yeah, that's my question there.
He said from the advanced market structure, I know the price has to take out two lows, highs for us to consider a thing of character. How about a situation where something like this? Now, in his explanation, number one, he said price makes a change of character and then continues the trend. When price goes back to take out two highs, can we say it's another change of character? All right, that's a very brilliant question. Now I'm going to do the diagram that he did here. I'm going to do it here so everybody can follow up. Now he said after we have a break change of character here, he's asking if price goes back to take out to break this low again, because I told you that this is an inducement. And inducement are not to be traded. I will explain better when we get into liquidity. So certainly, if somebody looks forward to buy from here, they'll be taken out. Despite that we have a change of character, you are not expected to buy from here. So if this guy gets taken out, now he asked, and then price comes back to take out this one. Is it said to be a double change of character? No, the answer is no. Firstly, what you should know is that after this change of character happened here, now this thing that is here is in the advanced market structure. This thing is almost like there is nothing here. This thing here, like this particular place, it's just like it doesn't exist, which means that you cannot buy or sell. You cannot buy here at all. So if price later comes back to break this place, here is not seen as a change of character. It's just seen as a continuation. Change of character already happened. It's just seen as a continuation. And the worst that can happen here is we just continue with a continuation model here. We continue the buys. This is not called a change of character. The change of character already occurred here. The break of structure, the way they will draw it will be like this. It's going to be like this. Like this. That's how they're going to draw it, like this. They're even not going to count this one anymore. Like this. This is how it's going to be. This will not even be counted anymore. This is because this has been swept. I think we got, I think, some kind of example like that, yeah. I think we got an example like that somewhere here. Where I said that low got taken out, it's not counted, something like that. I'm looking for the example. Okay, I think this should be it. Where I say, okay, this should be it. I think so. But it's not really like the example of it. But like in this context now, because this low went below this one, this guy is not, it's not more seen here. Now, this now is now counted as, for example, it's now like this from year to year, and then here, this is not here anymore because there's a load that surpasses it. So for your question, there is no change of character in that third high, because I should be calling this a third high. There is no change of character there. I don't know if you understand me. Hello? I don't know if the person is still here. Let me just, okay, what's the time? It's past 10. Let's take Ugochukwu and then we end for today. Ugochukwu, can we hear you, please?
Yeah, evening, everyone. Please, this marking you did, this last marking, that red one,
This one?
can you remove that last leg?
This one?
Yes, can you remove it?
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. Then join this one now. Can you bring it down? No, down. Before the change of character, like within that zone. Before it, can you come down small? Let's say it forms a structure, an obvious structure within
Like
that line.
before it breaks, right?
Something obvious, not like
Yeah.
anything. What would that look regarded as?
If it forms something like this before breaking,
A changing character, yeah.
before changing character, before breaking this first one. Is this what you
Before,
mean?
just explain though, like in this situation.
Okay. Now, in this context, there's what we call structural liquidity. This thing that you can see as an obvious break of structure will just be a structural liquidity to make this a valid break of structure. That's why I say some things you might not understand it right now because this is class number 1. But let me do as if you understand everything right now. Now, if this class is like at the end, what this thing is seen as is a structural liquidity, engineering this, making this thing a valid break of structure. The structural liquidity is one of the factors that qualifies a break of structure. It's what makes this thing a valid one leg. You understand me? Let me just use, I think there's an example. Okay, fine. Now look at this thing here. You can see these are break constructions inside here. They are minor break constructions. Why did I not do it like this before this? But why did I just put it like this? Because these things are what made this thing a valid break construction. These things are not valid break constructions. They just classified this one as being valid. Do you understand?
This one is clear. What if it's a change of character situation?
In what context?
Like, will it still act as liquidity, be engineering liquidity per se? Like, for this marking now, we're talking about change of character from sell to buy. Like, instead of just normal break of structure. Because this previous high, this first black marking above, will stand as change of character.
I think your question will just right now make us go far than where we currently are. So I'll just advise you exercise a little patience and let's just go further a bit first.
Thank you.
You understand me, please?
Yeah, clear.
Thank you for your understanding. So we'll be early here for today's class and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much. And the recorded video will be uploaded by the management just immediately. Thank you. If you have any question, from tomorrow, the question and answer will be open every day, except weekend, Monday to Friday, 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. And I'll be answering your questions pertaining just what we have learned in this class and what we have done in basic as well. Thank you so much and see you in the next class.